The sun was shining bright, the sky a perfect blue, as four young friends set out, excited and anew. They journeyed through the woods, with laughter and with glee, to find the hidden secrets of the magical tree. They skipped along the path, with curious eyes and ears, and breathed the scents of pine, the sounds of rustling leaves. They spotted little creatures, hopping, scurrying, and flying, and wondered what more wonders this forest had been hiding. With each step they took, they felt more alive. The forest was alive too, as if it had a life. The rustling of the leaves, the whispers in the air, a sense of magic filled them, that they could hardly bear. The children laughed and sang, and felt their spirits soar, as they journeyed through the forest, and felt the magic more. They knew that they were in for an adventure wild, and couldn't wait to see what else the forest had in store. As the children wandered further into the wood, they stumbled on a clearing, and gasped as they stood. Before them were the animals, a chattering, chatty crew, with fur and feathers and scales of every hue. A wise old owl perched high on a branch, a clever fox skittered past with a chance, a family of deer grazed in the grass, and a playful squirrel dashed up a tree with a fast. The animals spoke up, with friendly words and smile, inviting the children to stay a while. They shared stories and secrets, and whispered in their ears, guiding them on their journey, calming all their fears. The owl spoke of wisdom, and the fox of wit, the deer of grace, and the squirrel of playful spirit. Each had a lesson, a gift for the children to gain, as they journeyed through the forest, and each day they remained. The children listened closely, and soaked up all they could, learning from their animal friends, and feeling understood. They knew that they were lucky, to have these guides so true, as they journeyed through the forest, and learned lessons anew. As the children wandered deeper into the forest's heart, they came across a tree that stood out like a work of art. Its leaves were glowing green, its branches reaching high, it radiated magic, as if it came from the sky. The tree seemed to beckon, and the children drew near, hearing whispers and laughter. They had nothing to fear. As they reached out to touch it, a voice called out in glee, "Welcome, young travelers, to the Tree of Harmony." The tree was enchanted, with powers great and wise. It spoke of peace and love, of dreams and wishes, in surprise. It gave the children gifts, of courage, strength, and might, and sent them on their way, with a sense of sheer delight. The children journeyed onward, but the tree stayed in their mind, its lessons, and its magic, helping them find a path of light and wonder, in all that they did see, as they journeyed through the forest, and discovered their destiny. As the children walked on, the forest grew darker, the trees were more twisted, the path was starker. They felt a sense of unease, that chilled them to the bone, as if they were not alone, and were lost in the unknown. Suddenly, from the shadows, a creature did appear, with eyes that glowed like fire, and a roar that caused fear. The children froze in terror, not knowing what to do, as the creature charged towards them, its fury strong and true. But then, a voice rang out, from deep within their heart, reminding them of all the lessons they had learned from the start. They knew they had to be brave, to stand up to the beast, and work together, to make its anger cease. With a shout of determination, the children formed a plan, to use their gifts and powers, to subdue the monster's span. They stood their ground, and faced the creature with might, and soon it backed down, without putting up a fight. The danger now behind them, the children felt relieved, their courage and teamwork had helped them to achieve. They knew that they were stronger, when they worked as one, as they journeyed through the forest, and had their victory won. As the children walked back, out of the woods they loved, their hearts were heavy, as if a chapter had been closed. They looked back at the forest, and all that they had seen, knowing that their lives would never be the same again. The talking animals waved goodbye. From their clearing in the wood, the enchanted tree smiled down at them, as only it could. The danger they had faced now seemed so far away, as they journeyed back to their homes, on this ordinary day. But something had changed, inside each and every one, a sense of wonder and magic that could not be undone. The lessons they had learned, and the memories they had made, would stay with them forever, and never fade. As they approached their homes, their families came in sight, and the children ran to them with all their might. They hugged and laughed, and told them all they had seen, and how the forest had changed them, and what it had been. The children went to bed that night with a sense of peace and joy, knowing that they had found something special, and not just a toy. The forest would always be a part of who they were, as they journeyed through life and followed their dreams, so sure.